Arcadia, S tier for sure. Like she's the newest character. All her SIGs are busted. Her greatsword is insane this patch. Spear is really good this patch. Artemis, S tier as well, I would say. All her SIGs are broken. Lance and Scythe are really good this patch. Ada got buffed recently. She has Spear and Blasters. I'll put her in A tier because her side SIG on Spear, it's just a light attack. Azure, A tier. Her weapons are really good this patch. She might even be S, but her SIGs aren't like insane to be S. But she'll be like top of A. She has like okay SIGs. I mean, they're not really okay. They're pretty good. They're pretty solid. But her weapon combination is pretty good. Azov, B tier. I'm gonna put him A tier. His SIGs are still really good, so it carries him. Just so you guys know, I hate Axe. I think they over nerfed it, so all the Axe characters will be put down a couple tiers. Like last video, all the Axe characters were high, but now they'll all be low unless they have insane SIGs. Barraza, I'm gonna put him B tier because he has two okay weapons. Like blasters are not like, they're okay. They're not crazy. They're okay. Barraza SIGs are just okay. Baadbar, A tier. He used to be S tier, but now he has hammer, but not like bottom of A. He's like middle of A because if you play only his sword, his SIGs are all still insane. And nobody really played hammer, but you know, hammer is still not it's not too broken like it was before, but it's still a weapon. Like it's just a normal weapon now. Bryn, A tier. Her SIGs are just too good. Like all like Axe, okay, maybe Axe is not the best anymore, but she still has NSIG on what's his face? On Axe, and her SIGs are all insane. And they do a lot of damage. Caspian, he's either S or A because his SIGs are really good and he has two really good weapons this patch, Guitars and Gauntlets. I'm gonna put him A right now, but depending on anything else. Actually, I'm gonna put him S because his Guitar SIGs are really good. And his Gauntlet SIGs kill pretty early, and they're pretty good actually, and they do a lot of damage. Cassidy, B tier. She fits in with Barraza, even though her hammer NSIG is insane. The fact that they nerfed hammer, she has like a lot of dex, but her Achilles heel is that she has too low speed. She has like what, 4 speed, and if you take 5, you have like 2 defense. Her stats are the main reason why she's not the best character, but if she had insane stats, her NSIG would have been nerfed a while ago. Frost, he's like a A tier character. If his gauntlet SIGs are really cheesy, and if you get a gauntlet SIG read or anything like that, they'll die in like dark orange, and it's really good, really cheesy. Diana, A tier. You guys, I've been saying this forever. She used to be S last patch, but I don't know. She still could be S, but the fact that her bow SIGs are so crazy, it's just wild to me. She has like sidelight, downlight, and SIG. Sidelight, downlight, and SIG. If you read the dodge, and NSIG, and it's just a crazy SIG in general. Dusk, I'll put Dusk. Dude, still nobody plays Dusk. I have no idea if this guy is good or not. I'm gonna just put him in A tier because his SIGs are pretty good, but I can't tell if they're really good or just pretty good or bad. I honestly have no idea. Ember, A tier. Both her weapons are insane. NSIG on bow, her Guitar SIGs kill early, and NSIG on bow, I'll say it twice because it deserves to be said twice. Fate, honestly, S tier probably. Nobody really played Orb recently. Like I haven't played anyone that played Orb, or did I play Orb? But if Orb is still like what it used to be, and it's still just a little bit worse, Fate is definitely still S because their SIGs are all insane. Nash, he's like a B tier character with these guys. Maybe like bottom of A or somewhere around here. Okay, he's like along with Barraza. His SIGs are pretty good. They nerfed him a lot of times, but hammer and spear, you know, just not the best weapons this patch. Okay, I'll put him here for now. Okay, Tori, top of A, maybe even S, because her down SIG on sword got buffed recently, and that is insane to me that they're buffing a Tori SIGs. They're so fast already, and they buffed a pretty bad SIG. It's not pretty bad, it's just pretty bad compared to her other SIGs, but you know, they're just giving her extra SIGs to work with. And she's really fast, and she has spear and sword. Isaiah, I'm putting B tier along with these guys. There's nothing too special about him. His SIGs are okay. He's like Azure with worse weapons than her. Even though Cannon got buffed and it got its 0 to death back, it's you know, his SIGs are just okay. Jaeon, top of A or S. Jaeyeon, dude, Greatsword is just so broken again. It's like pre-patch Greatsword, except it's a little bit worse. Maybe a lot bit worse, but because nothing was like pre-patch like BCX Greatsword. That was wild. And he has Greatsword and Sword, one of the two best weapons in this meta, in this game so far, based off my analysis. Like a couple days into the patch. Jala, somewhere around here. Her SIGs are really good, and she has Sword. Her SIGs are really good, and she has Sword, and her stats are pretty good. Even though she has low defense, she has a lot of attack. 0 S tier, 100%. If you guys seen my last video, I was fighting, bro. All these Giro players, they take like 9 death. I don't know what they take. They take like speed stance or something, and then they get Cider into Nair True on Scythe, which is actually insane that you could get that on any character. And it's just, you know, the fact that they get that on Scythe, one of the best weapons in this meta, is just pretty good. And his saves are all spammable, and they're all pretty good. And he has Sword. Sword is just like the weapon, the secondary weapon you really want this patch. Kaya, A tier. Her SIGs are way too good, and her stats are way too good. If one day there's gonna be some insane Kaya player who uses her perfectly. Koji, S tier. He's like Kaya, but his stats aren't as good as hers. But he has a lot of decks on weapons that want the decks. Like Sword and bows, they're so spammable with Koji now. I'm gonna put him up a little bit. Probably around here. Now, these aren't all like perfectly ordered. It's just like around where they're supposed to be. Koji is pretty good. Yeah. 4, A tier. He has Hammer, but he does have Gauntlets still. And he has a down tick on Gauntlets, which is insane. Linfei, S tier. They buffed both her weapons and they buffed her SIGs last patch. Crazy. She's so spammable. Like, if you want free elo, just play Linfei and spam it. Like, just spam her SIGs, spam whatever, bro. There's no punishing Linfei. Lord Vrax. I don't know, bro. I've always thought Lord Vrax was pretty good. He's like A tier. I think his SIGs are always really good. Lucian, a little bit higher than Vrax because they buffed his down SIG recently. And the last time Lucian was really broken was when Qatar's were really good and his down SIG was broken. So kind of bring him back to what he was before. Magyar, Greatsword and Hammer. I don't know. Magyar seems really mid. I know Sandstorm won a tournament with Magyar, but you know, I think he could have won with anything. Magyar is just like a mid character. His SIGs aren't the greatest. What's really annoying is her stats. Like, she has a lot of defense, so it's just really annoying. Next is Mako. Mako is Greatsword and Qatar's. Greatsword and Qatar's are both really good, but she doesn't have Qatar true combos unless I don't know what stat you have to take away from. That's why I don't think it's the best, but Mako SIGs are pretty good, so I'm gonna put her around here. Plus Greatsword is just, it carries every character this patch, okay? Mirage, top of A, she has Scythe and Spear, and her SIGs are all insane. Like, she's really the top of A. I need to move these characters down. They're not as insane. Like, there's some characters that need to be moved up. Like I said, it's just like not perfectly ordered. Mordex, S tier still. Scythe and Gauntlets, his SIGs are all insane. Like, every tier list, everyone tells you Mordex is insane. Moonin, just like Mordex, but with bow, and bow is really good this patch. Nyx, somewhere over here. All the Scythe characters are really good this patch. Nyx SIGs are pretty good. She deserves to be somewhere in A. Onyx SIGs are just like I don't know, Nyx's. They used to be really broken, but now they tuned them down a little bit. And Onyx SIGs are just they're okay now. Like, they're usable. Orion, S tier for sure. His SIGs are all insane. Every single SIG is insane. The worst SIG I can think of is Landside SIG, and that SIG is really good too. Petra, I would say she's still S or A. I don't know. I haven't played much Petra this patch, but last patch she was definitely S. She was like Orion basically with better weapons. Last patch, but they nerfed both her weapons and they nerfed her SIG, and I'm gonna put her top of A right now. She could easily be S. Like, I'm just not sure. Queen Nai, dude. Queen Nai's really good, but nobody plays her perfectly. She's, bro, 2-speed Queen Nai, actually broken. Like, someone's gonna do something with 2-speed Queen Nai one day, trust me. Ragnar, like, I play 2-speed Queen Nai and I troll with it, and I just take games off people because you have so much attack, so much defense, and your SIGs all kill early, but you have 2-speed. That's like your fucking Achilles heel. Ragnar, pretty solid character. His SIGs are pretty solid. They're just okay. He has Guitars, really good this patch. Axe, you know, I hate. Rayman, A. I don't think he'll ever drop out of A. His stats are too good. His weapons are pretty good this patch. Reno, just his SIGs are all really good. Also belongs in A. Scarlet, Lance and Hammer. She's like bottom of A. She's like just an okay character. Her stats aren't too insane. She has a lot of attack. She has some speed on her, but you know, she's just an okay character. But Lance is really good this patch, like really good. Sentinel, still A. If you play only guitars and just spam his SIGs on guitars, you'll get somewhere. Sidra, top of A. Reason being, Cannon has a 0 to death and sword is really good, and her SIGs are really good. Like down SIG on Cannon, just hits all around you. Sir Roland, dude. If we're being real, like low key, Sir Roland is S tier, low key. But he's not. He's gonna be A tier. He has 2 insane weapons. Teros, dude, they've gutted my boy Teros. He didn't deserve it, I'm gonna be honest, but they gutted him, and his SIGs are still pretty good. He still has pretty good stats for his weapons, and if you play him well, he'll be A tier, but he did drop down from S. Thatch, bro, on the low, Thatch is like top of A along with these characters. His SIGs are all wide, they hit far, and they kill early, and, you know, he has a lot of attack on his character. So what, he has low defense, you just play around that, but Thatch is still a really good character. He's definitely fitting in with Mirage and Petra. Thor is still pretty good. Somewhere around S or A. He has really good stats, high defense, pretty good SIGs. I'm gonna put him here right now because Orb and Hammer was nerfed. But the Orb was not that crazy, I don't think. Ulgrim, somewhere around here, you know, his stats are too insane. He has one of the best stats in the game, and he has Lance, and he has like the down SIG on Axe. Val, S tier, I would say. Gauntlets, Sword, stats insane, pretty good character. Vector, no idea. I'm just gonna put him in A because his SIGs are like secret insane. He's like Dusk kind of. Volkov, you know, I'm gonna put him over here. Actually, I'm gonna put him like somewhere like down here. They nerfed his SIG, so they're not as crazy. He's just a solid character now. Bushong, I'm gonna put him in S. Even though his SIG damage was nerfed, the percentage they killed at and how fast they come out was not nerfed. He's definitely an S tier character. Zoe, I'm gonna put him in A tier. He has a lot of attack on good weapons that need it, like Cannon and Axe. They do a lot of damage, and they do even more with more attack. He's like Teros, but he's slower. And they buffed his SIG, so that's why he would be in A. Before, I would put him like bottom of A, but now I'm gonna put him somewhere in the middle of A. Yumiko, she's like such an anomaly character. She's like Zaryo. She's so like random, you know? She has bow and hammer. I'm gonna put her middle of A. You know, those bow and hammer players are really annoying, and especially with their like one trick Yumiko combos. And Zaryo, both their weapons are really good. I don't know, both their weapons are really good. Every video I misgender Zaryo. Both their weapons are really good. Their SIGs are really good, especially in 2s. But this is mostly a 1v1 tier list, and like I said before, this tier list is not perfectly ordered. I'm not saying Arcadia is the best character. I have no idea how good Greatsword it truly is, but I've been hearing that it's like insane this patch. It was really good before, and they buffed it a lot. Scythe is really good. Orb is really good. Not Orb. Scythe, Orb, Sword. I just said Orb again. Lance, Spear, Gauntlets, Katars. Those are like the weapons you want to be looking out for. And Cannon. Cannon is like okay neutral, but you know, if you get the 0 to death, you'll be chilling. And basically, this is my tier list. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. And thank you for watching. And that's it. 14-minute video. Damn. Follow my Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube. Follow my Twitch. Follow my TikTok. Just follow everything, guys. Come on. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.